What's going on, you guys? And welcome back to another episode of Macho Toy Collection. I'm your boy Junior, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about Marvel Legends Retro Carded Scorpion. Stay tuned. We are back, and I wanted to show you a closer view of the box. As we can see here is Scorpion. Here's the design of the Spider-Man retro carded box. As we flip it over, here is the details that comes with the origin story of Scorpion, which is super nice. If you want to read it more, just pause it. But yeah, I'm gonna flip it back over. This figure looks amazing, and I can't wait to open it, you guys. Stay tuned. So I unboxed Scorpion, and the first thing that I think of is nostalgia, you guys. When it comes to this figure, it totally reminds me of the animated series, especially the colorway of this figure. With that said, it does not look 100% like the animated series Scorpion, but it looks way better than the previous Scorpion that came out a couple years back. I did not grab it, and nor do I tend to grab it. That figure to me, I didn't like it at all. I really wanted this animated series Scorpion because that's what I grew up knowing. Another thing to add is that this figure does not come with any additional accessories, but what it lacks, it also has additional features of. But I mean, it sucks that it didn't come with any additional hands. As you can tell here, he does come with fisted and gripping hand, which is okay. But the thing here is the Bendy Tail, which is super awesome, you guys. I love it. But the thing is about this Bendy Tail, you have to have it at a certain position, so that way, Scorpion doesn't tip over. But Jesus Christ, I'm super happy to have this figure. So when it comes to Scorpion's height, let's measure him out really quick. He stands about let's say 6.5, estimated, rough estimate, right? Which is super nice. But let's see how long that tail is. Stay tuned. So I laid Scorpion out, and I extended his tail as far as I can, and let's measure him. So I'm gonna start off all the way from his gray spike all the way to the end right here, by the dark green. So the tail is roughly about 15 inches, which is very, very, very long, which is awesome, meaning you can honestly display this figure in different positions when it comes to the tail. But let's get him sitting back up and talking some more. Stay tuned. So just going back onto the Bendy Tail, I really love it. I just think that it gives more freedom to this figure when it comes to posing for photographs or posing on your shelf. I mean, in comparison, let's say to Doc Ock, give me 1 second. So just adding more to the Bendy Tail, I just really love it as it gives more freedom, like I said, where you can move it around, which is super nice. In comparison to, like, let's say Doc Ock, for instance, us fans for a while have wanted Doc Ock to where he has bendy tails as well, right? Which would be really nice. And Hasbro listened to fans, and now we got a Bendy Tail in the form of Scorpion, which is super dope. So one last thing about the Bendy Tail, just going back to freedom with the Bendy Tail, I love it because it gives us as fans and collectors the freedom to pose these figures, especially Scorpion, for photographs the way that we want to, or also pose them on our shelves, giving us more freedom to basically display the figure how we want to, which is super awesome. I really love it. God, I'm just so happy that we got a little Bendy Tail. Say Bendy Tail 10 times. I dare you. So let's take a look at the head sculpt now. For those of you, including myself, who didn't get the previous Scorpion years ago, the actual head sculpt for both figures are the same, just with different paint application. The paint application shown on this Scorpion gives us more of the animated series Scorpion, but there are a few differences when it comes to the animated series with this figure. But I mean, it's not that big of a difference. I don't mind it at all. I'm just so glad that it looks like the animated series, which is super awesome. I love the different paint contrasts that stand out with the darkened shade of green right here, especially when it comes to the lime green around it, and just the dark green as well right here, especially in contrast to the skin tone and just the lips in general. Everything pops out on his face, which is super awesome. I mean, it just gives you more details for this figure, right? I mean, he has this very menacing smirk on his face, giving him that added villainous look, which is super, super gnarly. I really love the details when it comes to the face, the mask, right? With the designs around with the paint job, which is super clean. It's just, oh my god, it's so sick, you guys. Here, I'll show you the back as well. Oh my god, I love it. Alright, let's talk about the body sculpt now. The one fine detail I really like are the ridges that are sculpted on this figure, which is shown running from his shoulders all the way down to his boot cut. So let me just show you really quick. As you can see, this little right here, the ridges, all these linings, you can see them all from his arms and his chest. Let's turn him around. You can see it on his back and even on his tail, throughout his whole tail. And like I said, it goes all the way down to his boot cut, which is super nice. So another small detail I love is the paint details that are added on top of the boots right here, as they are more so seen like spikes, like how he has it up here. Also, you can see it on his trunks and as well on his neck. I like that small little detail, especially given the fact that he's Scorpion, right? It just adds more to his character and to this figure. And just lastly, I really love the paint contrast in general when it comes to just the lime green popping out at us in contrast to the dark green all around his body. And of course, like I said before, his skin tone with his pink lips. It's just everything stands out, especially his gray spike at the tip of his tail. Everything just pops out to me when I look at this figure, which is super amazing. I just feel like this figure is detailed in great care, which is super awesome to know. Especially, you know, like, you want to invest into a figure that you know you're gonna get your money's worth, right? So I think this figure hands down delivers when it comes to that. So let's talk about Scorpion's articulation now. Of course, we're always going to start with the head, right? So let's move his arms down. When it comes to his head, he does have rotation to the head with the ball swivel. He does have the ability to look down and to look up. When it comes to his shoulders, he does have mobility. Let me see right there, which is super nice. He does come with 360 spin rotation to his shoulders. He comes with bicep swivel, double pinned elbows right here. He also comes with wrist hinge and rotation. When it comes to ab crunch, he does have mobility going forward and also not that much going back because of the tail. He does have hula hoop movement. When it comes to his hips, he has good mobility. Of course, thigh swivel right here. Double pinned knees right there. He also comes with boot cut movement and also ankle pivot and swivel, which is super nice. And of course, Bendy Tail, which is super nice. But yeah, that is the articulation. I'm gonna give you guys more of a conclusion at the end. Stay tuned, you guys. And we are back, you guys. Just a final conclusion about Scorpion. Fantastico. This figure is a Bang Fear buck. He looks exactly like the animated series to a T. I'm really happy. My money went to something that I really love, especially watching this series as a child. It brings a lot of nostalgia. I don't know, just looking at this figure, the lime green, it just pops out to me, honestly. It's so amazing. And I'm just super happy to have Scorpion in my collection. This is super awesome, you guys. But what do you think about Scorpion? Do you like him? Do you not like him? Do you have him in your collection? Let me know down on the comments below. And I mean, until next time, you guys, keep it G for life.